YouTube, what up? First one of the day. Today's back day. Today we're doing pool B. Yesterday was rest day. I hit a low of 245, 245.8 yesterday morning. Went about 2 pounds this morning. So not sure what it is. Obviously it's fluid, a little bit of fluid retention. But we're not gonna trip. We're gonna keep pushing y'all. So we also had a little bit less activity yesterday as well. It doesn't matter that much, but it definitely is an indication that obviously the variables are a little bit different than days leading to that low day. So that's expected. We expect a little drop off today, leading into tomorrow morning. So we'll see. Today we have no cardio. So it could have just been a little bit of fatigue build up, a little bit of stress, given the fact that the food stayed the same. But appreciate you guys for tuning in, as always, for the love. And I'm going to keep out pushing out this content regardless. I'm not in it for the numbers. I want to not only just document my journey and something I can look back for a lifetime, but also share this kind of story with you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and knock out this first movement. We got 2 more sets here. I already did my top set, about 170 per side. So we just took off 10 and we're going to rock out. Shit. Woo. All right. Come on. Come on. Hey. All right, y'all, so I'm moving on to bilateral cable rows today. Reason being is time. So the only big difference between the bilateral and single lateral, you're going to be really be able to engage the lats a little bit more and get a little bit more of a contraction. The bilateral, the range of motion is slightly limited on the contraction specifically. But in terms of time management, if you're in a rush or you just have a certain amount of time in the gym, bilateral movements do save a lot of time. So for today, we're gonna do 2 sets of bilateral cable rows instead of 1 single arm cable row like we normally have been doing. With that being said, this is gonna be the 3rd back movement of today. Our first 2 movements were the lat pull down, which is gonna bias the vertical fibers, and the first horizontal movement, which is gonna bias the horizontal fibers. So we're going to now switch back to the, the second movement was our upper back. First movement was the lats. Now we're coming back to our lat movement, which is biasing more of the horizontal fibers. And then we're gonna probably finish off with a lat pull down, which is gonna bias the vertical fibers of the upper back. So we got vertical and horizontal fibers that run through the upper back musculature as well as the lats. So that's what we're trying to do is encompass the entire back. And obviously we're gonna get some erector action going on when we're hitting our upper back movements and our lats as well. But you know, with Kai's physique, the biggest thing is creating that V taper, and we're gonna get more of that from just our lat work. So let's get to it. I'm gonna start talking shit. Yep, that'll do it. Oh, man. Ooh, shit. Final movement, final set. And then we're gonna move on to the posing room. But today, it was all right. It was all right. I experimented today, pulling carbs from my last meal of the day before bed and adding that with my pre-workout meal and see if that'll help fuel performance a little bit, energy. And honestly, it was not that bad. You know what I'm saying? Things felt really good. Contractions felt really good. The pump is still pretty good. You know, and I got through pretty much the whole session without any drop off and just like energy. So energy was sustained throughout. So I don't know, maybe it's something I might continue to do. So I'll talk with my coach, let him know what I felt about it and what I did and see what his thoughts are. But I'm pretty sure as long as it's not affecting my adherence, you know, in any way, shape or form, I think I'll be good. Because ultimately I don't need that much carbs at the end of the day, you know, before bed, to be honest with you. Probably help with digestion as well, and not having that food sit on my stomach before bed. But typically, I don't usually finish my last meal an hour or two before bed. It's always like 30 minutes before bed, you know what I mean? And it's just not an ideal situation for me. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how weight trends tomorrow morning as well and how I feel at the end of the day. But we are going to knock out this last set and then pose for a little bit. Whew. Ooh. So this set was just about pumping the blood into the muscle. First few sets was really about mechanical tension. So we got a little bit of the best of both worlds within this movement, with it being one bicep movement today. So feel good, feel great. Let's go ahead and get some posing in and close it down. All right, y'all, so we got to close it down. Today was back day. The pump was okay. Like I said, I pulled carbs from my last meal and brought it to my pre-workout meal, and I sustained energy throughout the workout. This go around, I did notice a little bit difference in performance as well too. So just one of those things where trial and error, kind of learning what carbs can do and what my body can take and my body can kind of respond to. But as always, we're gonna close it down with a little bit of posing and kind of looking at what I look like right now. I had 53 days in this prep and 8 weeks out. So we'll see how these next maybe couple 2 to 3 weeks go, and we'll determine kind of like what we do moving forward. Usually I'm a lot leaner around this time, 8 weeks out. So this is a little bit different for me. However, like we went into this prep with the approach of, hey, let's just see what we can do. And worst come to worst, we just don't do the show and treat this as a mini cut or a cleanup phase and start progressing from there in terms of putting on some muscle tissue for next year. So that is the goal. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me, but let's go ahead and see the pump. That's so funny. Oh, so there you go, guys. So woke up today at 2:48. I was 2:45 yesterday morning, but like I said, we had 3 straight days of like 600 calories of cardio, and kind of just getting the activity in steps, pushing the steps in activity a little bit. And so I think that third day, like waking up, that fourth day, Kind of really felt a little ran down, but definitely some water retention. There's a little bit I could see in today. Just a little film of water I feel like in my chest. In the arms a little bit. But legs peeled or getting there. So we'll see. We'll see how tomorrow goes. See how I respond. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in, like always, for the fucking love. Peace.